Hey, Promo Jones here. So, as you see, I'm in my PJs, but I'm still repping Promo Jones because it's Promo Jones' 2-year anniversary of business. So, on my way to sleep, I'm gonna walk and talk with y'all and tell you 5 things I've learned about business these past 2 years. You ready? Promo Jones. Okay, first thing I learned. Guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares specifically about what you do. It's about what you do with your business. A smooth 85% of the followers that you know that follow you, they might necessarily be in tune with what you do. They might support you, but ultimately it comes down to you supporting yourself. Because everybody has their own lives to live, and having a support system is cool. But ultimately, if people don't really care about what you do, that shouldn't affect how productive you are. All right? Okay, number 2, the second thing I learned on my 2-year journey. You can't really barter with everyone. So I say that because I just graduated from Hampton University, and ultimately when I started my business, I was in college. And not everybody has money in college, even though it was Hampton, everybody was bougie, but I didn't have money like that. But ultimately when it came to my business, I knew how to make things work, and so did other business people. But not everybody knows how to barter. And one thing I really learned is you should definitely use contracts, because that's way better than having like a voice agreement. Because ultimately when it comes down to your agreements, down the road if you have a contract, things might get misconstrued, things that you might ask for might not be given in return, and ultimately with the barter, it comes down to having both sides agree on the same thing and having both sides kind of benefit. If only one side benefits, it's not a good barter. And that's how you lose business, kind of how you lose friendships too. So think about that. Number 3, know what you bring to the table before it's time for you to take a seat at the table. And I say that because you should definitely know your worth as a business. When I first started off, I had a little baby digital camera. And since then, I've had a lot more equipment, I've gained more experience, I've had more software. So guess what? The prices go up. And that means that you can't really do a lot of stuff for free anymore, because ultimately, it's all about your time. And one thing that I've noticed with video editing with my Promo Jones, it takes up a lot of time. You have to think about that in terms of pricing, in terms of good business, and sometimes you can't really compromise with everybody. It's all about negotiation. And a lot of times with me, in terms of negotiations and stuff, I had to walk away because I knew my worth. I knew what I was good at. So if you can walk away because you know you're dope, then it's okay, because ultimately, dope people will come to you. The 4th thing that I learned, because we're on number 4, you have to plant seeds before thinking about planting those trees. No, that's terrible. Let's rewind that. So you have to plant seeds, lots of seeds, before you expect those trees to grow. So by seeds, I mean developing relationships with people, talking to people, networking. Because ultimately nowadays with social media, everybody sees the success, everybody sees all the hard work and all that stuff, but they don't see the behind the scenes. They didn't see the late hours they put in. They don't see the strategy behind it. All they see is literally a picture or a video. When it comes to planting seeds, develop relationships and never take anyone for granted, because that same person you might take for granted might be the person that could change your life. When you plant those seeds, they're gonna grow eventually. But until that time, just focus on the journey and spread as many seeds as possible. That's exactly what I'm doing. Let me tell you, year 3 is about to be crazy. 2 years, my last one I want to tell y'all, my last tip that I've learned in the 2 years is to slow down. What's the rush? Why are we so focused on being millionaires right now? Ultimately, I do see myself as making bank, helping people, of course, but I think there shouldn't be a rush. Don't expect everything to happen all at once. Trust the journey, trust the process. I'm in London right now because of this, and I'm so happy. I can't even believe it, and I never would have thought I would have been here. But ultimately, I saw myself taking things to another level. And I think with Promo Jones and with any business that you do, you have to take it to another level and understand that your worth and everything you do serves a purpose. Even though it might take longer than you think. And I know where I see myself going, it's gonna take a little bit more hard work, way more time, way more just focus and drive. But look at where my focus and drive has gotten me. Into London, in my flat, in these PJs, with my new shirt, and I'm going to bed. But I also just want to thank everybody who's been supporting me since day one. I really appreciate y'all. I don't want my glasses to fall off. You see I'm about to go to sleep. But I just love everybody. 2 years, going on 3 years. Ooh, I flipped you off. Going on 3 years. 2 years, going on 3 years. And it's my 2-year anniversary, and I'm celebrating it here. Thank y'all for joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Night. Peace out.